Okay, greetings everybody, welcome back to SeriousCreeper's Adventures in SevTech Ages. I am in my new base, so I started building in this jungle, and I'm going to show you in a little bit, just chopping down a couple of jungle logs so I can keep decorating this place. Let's go outside first of all. Might be dark, it is dark. It's a little bit dangerous here, and I'll talk about this in a second. But this is where we arrived last time, and we creepy sounds. Plonked down our torch over there. I'm just growing a couple of trees here so I can get more logs. And so I dug out, or I chopped down a couple of trees to make a path here, and this goes into this little corner. And I just decided for now to dig into this corner here and set up our base. This is, again, kind of like a I guess this works. Kind of like a workshop for now until we figure out our proper base. Like I mentioned, I want to have like a port or something over here, and then ruins and stuff. So should be interesting, but you know, it's nice to have a central little location where we can store some things and stuff. So we have more these guys again, kilns, that's what they're called. They, you know, if I try to break mine from the other base and bring them over here, but if you break these, they actually just drop one brick. So I have like a brick somewhere. There it is, a lonely brick. We have plenty of chests right here, so I'm trying to store stuff like stone and wooden stuff, random like gravel and other blocks, grassy stuff, random stuff, mob drops, so all kinds of things. But because they're so small, it's kind of difficult to arrange them properly, I suppose. I think something for like, you know, like the cobblestone, having shelves might be better for this, just so you have like one dedicated shelf just for cobblestone maybe. But for now, it's good enough. And I also dug through here, through the wall, and it goes up a little bit, and this leads into, did you just hear a trumpet skeleton? I think I did. This, I don't know, man. These guys are very hilarious, but also very strange. Oh my god, I got a trumpet. I got a trumpet. This is stupid. Anyway, we have the access to our like little river over here, which is pretty cool. And I learned today that, well, I can't really demonstrate this right now. Well, I suppose I could if I break this Oh, I thought it disappeared. I didn't hear the like item blob sound. If we empty this real quick, this type of water is also infinite. So if I grab this, I keep grabbing from here. I can just keep filling this up. Wait, how did you just fill up? Oh yeah, I had like one. I put one in there right to empty my initial one. I'm going crazy, guys. I'm going crazy. But yeah, so we have infinite water here, which is super cool. And of course, we have this nice like exit if you want to get out of here. That was not good. Hi. Why are you just hiding in a corner like a creeper? Ooh, no, don't blow up. Don't blow up. I should make this a bit more secure. Okay, he's gonna come back. There you go. Did you drop your gunpowder? You did, but it's on an... Oh, there's another one. It's going on an adventure. Okay, you know what? For now, we're just gonna do this. So I don't want to deal with these guys. Anyway. Oh, there's a lonely fish. And what's over there? Is that also fish maybe that died or something? Okay, I'm gonna have a look around. But we're gonna work on some leather stuff and other things today. I just want to show you guys the beginning of our new base. Yeah, just like a dead fish lying here. Okay. Maybe we can build something here to gather fish and stuff. Speaking of which, we also want to work on the water strainer probably, because that will give you lots of good items here and there. But yeah, kind of like this style. It's very simplistic, but you know, I like this random organic floor. So I'm just going to replace the walls with more of the jungle wood, and then I have these beams across here. And I'll probably replace all of this here with dirt, so it looks like it's holding this up. Looks like I'm actually out of dirt, so I can't finish up the ceiling here. But I replaced the walls with jungle wood, so that's cool. But yeah, we want to go look into leather today. There's so many things we can make with leather, so might as well get started on that. So it's a bit of a progress. If you look at this, leather, so we have to do dry, wet, tanned leather on these Tinker's Construct drying racks. Make sure these are actual drying racks and not like, there are like different types. Like it's also display or item rack. Don't make those. You want to make those, otherwise it doesn't work. I read about a lot of people making that mistake. They look the same, so it's kind of easy. So we need a wet leather. To get wet leather, we need ground resin, water, Well, this is the only way to do it right now. Water bladder. There's also this wooden basin, but we can't actually craft this. And dried hide. Dried hide is salted hide on a drying rack. Salted hide is a bladder with salt and rawhide. Rawhide is any like type of hide cut down with our work blade. So it is somewhat involved. So it will take us a little bit to get going here, but it shouldn't be too bad. I swear I had more leather than this. I might have it in the other base. I'm not quite sure, but let's see. Depending on what kind of animal it's from, it gives you different amounts too. So this one gives you like 2 each time you cut it. Pig gives you 2. Cow gives you 4, so that's really good. So we already have 40 pieces right here, right? Now we need to find salt, and fortunately, salt is pretty easy to find. And let me also quickly shear these guys again, just so we have them regrow again. Salt should be pretty easy to find. I keep seeing it in the, oh, this one right here. There's a lot of this like mechanism salt that you can find under. Oh, is this broken? It's broken. Oh no. Can I repair this with stone? If you didn't know, no, you can't. These stone tools, for example, you can repair in your inventory with stone, just like this. Well, it's made out of flint, so maybe I can go repair it with flint. Yes, you can. Awesome. Just a piece of flint will repair it. Awesome. Yeah, so the mechanism salt shows up all over the place. Just look in rivers or any really type of water, I suppose. And you should find plenty of this, so it shouldn't be a big deal. There's also like huge lakes of salt that you can find in the overworld. I think in one of my test worlds, I've seen it in a darklands biome. There was like this huge puddle, I don't know, lake. It's a huge pile of salt, let's just call it that. And you can just grab it from there too. Okay. So we have a stack of salt. That's all good. And sheep regrew already. Awesome. Just keep doing this because we will need a ton of string, I think. So might as well keep up with that. Let's go back to our base. Unfortunately, we can't make doors yet, which is a bit of a shame. And I don't have, I guess I keep using cobblestone then for now to block this off. Yeah, we can't do these yet. It's a bit of a shame, but it's okay. So we have the salt, we have our raw hide, and we also need our bladder. And I'm just gonna spend quite some time now over here crafting this stuff, because I have to do like, you know, you can, how do you do this again? There's a way. This place is not secure. Where's my weapon? There it is. Goodbye. Alright, I'm just gonna block this off for now. Somewhat more safe, I guess. Oh, it's holding W and then using the mouse wheel, but it's kind of like buggy. You can like get it up into the crafting slot, but I was hoping you could just shift click it in there. But anyway, so what I have to do is like this, you know, and then get this back, use the bladder, get water, do this again. So it's a bit, it's a bit involved. So it's gonna take me a while, and then we'll have to do the same thing again with the other leather. Okay, I found a somewhat fast way. The fastest I can think of. Just look at the water, right click, open inventory, press R on top of your product, shift click, grab it, close the inventory. Because if now in 1.12, if you have items in here and you close it, it just goes back into your inventory. It doesn't drop it on the ground. So it's a little bit faster, you know. It's still not ideal, but it makes it so much more easy. Alright, I did it! We did it 42 times, no, 40 times. So that's good. So now that we have this dough, the salted hide, we need to just dry it. It takes 2 minutes per piece. So I think I'm just gonna make a huge wall here of these drying racks. So it will be a lot faster. I only have 4 at this moment. You know, there's a little bit of a downside to being in this jungle. And that's the constant spider noise. There are these like jungle spiders in here. And boy, are they noisy. Well, there goes Frank number 2. Welcome, Frank number 3. Well, I suppose while these things are drying, and the first row should actually turn in any second now, let's work on something else. We have a bunch of string from the fleece I got. We can even get more over here when we need to. But I want to work on water strainers. Water strainers are pretty cool because they can just give you like items passively. It's kind of like a fishing thing. And depending on which type of net you use, you get different types. So if you use a survivalist strainer, it has 120 uses, and you get like stick, stone, clay, and then planks. This one has sand, dirt, gravel, shark tooth, and this one does not break, but this one has a chance to give you bones and all kinds of other things. And I like the bone one. I kind of want to get this one. This one does not break, but it does require these worms, so we have to use them to fish. But we just need a bunch of sugar canes and a net, so that doesn't seem too difficult to make. Oh, it's actually just... Oh, that's weird. Like, I was looking at this. It says 8 per net, right? But it's actually just 1. Okay. Well, I do want multiple of those if we can, but the problem is these strainer bases are not super cheap. It needs a Whopper MK2, which we haven't even like looked at yet, which is a wooden hopper with a bit of bark and cobweb, and I think the other bark works too. It does, yeah. And this is another chest, and then surrounded with wood. The cobwebs are craftable, so we don't have to like find them. I guess it's not too bad. I'm gonna make a couple. Oh, and the leather is done, the first row. All right, there's a couple of wooden hoppers. The other one's called the Whopper. Now, from what I understand, they kind of work like similar hoppers, but I think you have to toss items from the top. Like, they don't have an interface or anything. If I right click, there's nothing there. So, a little bit different. And I don't think they pull items from inventories. I could be wrong about this, but we have to mess with them a little bit more. That also completed a quest here, which is awesome. And then the next one is the Whopper MK2. Awesome. Now we have the upgraded version. These, I think, have an inventory. They work kind of similar to the immersive chest or something, right? Yeah, you can put things into like corners like this. So you can have up to 4 different items in one. I don't know what the max amount of items per slot is though, but we'll definitely have to mess with these soonish. All right, should have all the items now to make the strainer base. You know what I really like about this pack is how, at least at the beginning, using this crafting system, it really feels like you work for your items. Like, these strainers usually are just like, you know, whatever, just a couple of items you would get. But in this, they feel like really fancy and expensive items, you know? Like, I feel proud that I have these now, which is kind of weird, because usually these are pretty cheap, but yeah, I think that's kind of cool in this pack. I'm sure eventually it might become a bit tedious, but for now, it's pretty good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make 2 of these, because the bones only have like 15% chance drop. And I think I'll make this one. Just wood and a dense net. Okay, this one is a different type of net. Should we make 2 of those or 1 of each? I guess I'll make 2 of those because we have 4 strainers. Yeah, might as well. Oh, you actually get 2 when you make these. Whoops. Now I have 4 of them. It's okay. They break those, so you know what? Let's just make them all. All right, we also need the worms. Let's bring those. And that should be everything. Now, probably would have been nice to keep more of those hoppers, to be honest, so we can, you know, grab the items directly from those things and put them away. But I suppose, just checking, I did have a creeper explode here before already, so a little bit paranoid, but I suppose it's fine. So the way they work, and I'm trying to figure out where we want to put these, because we can't move water, so we have to make sure we put them in a good spot. Is maybe over here or on this side. Trying to figure out if there's an easy way to access them from somewhere around here. Maybe this is not a bad spot. Actually, over here is better on the other side. Yeah, because from what I remember, the way they work is they need water that flows. Do I have like another dirt? No, let's grab a piece of dirt here. Drop this one. I should have emptied my inventory more. Let's put this there. From what I remember, they work the best if they have one of these flowing water blocks on top, like the first version of this on top of it. I think then they're the most efficient one. So you want to put these one lower, like there, because they have these like little things at the top, and this is where the net goes. So if we take this net and put this in here, that should be active now. Now it's going to tell us we don't have bait, so we're going to put our worms in here. And we can't get the pot yet, right? No, it's not available here. And that should be it. Show recipes. Oh yeah, it shows you what you get from each net. We want the bones. Yes. Okay. So we'll let this run. I'm gonna place the other one here. Although I guess we could put it here too. No. Yeah. Let's keep them one separate maybe. And then those two with the big nets. Now these don't need bait, so we can just leave them as it is. And we have extra nets because they break after 120 uses. I don't know if bait speeds these up or not. It doesn't. Yeah, it just says it needs to be used for the fisherman's net, so I guess it doesn't really speed them up. But I think that should be the most efficient. I could be wrong. I may double check in a bit, but for now I'll let this leave. I'll leave this here and I'll come back later and check if we got anything. Okay, and now that we have all this leather dried up, we need to do this one more time with resin. All right, to get resin, we just need to take our bark, and you get 2 per thing. So we only need 20 because we need 40 right now. We have 40 leather. And you put this in a grindstone and just grind it down. And like I said, it gives you 2 resins per bark. All right, 40. And now guess what? We have to go back and do the same thing we did with the salt, but with resin instead. 40 times. Yay. Apparently there is supposed to be a villager that can trade, I think, hide or something for leather directly, so you can kind of skip the progress. But I don't think I came across that villager, though it is possible that maybe it's like a trade that you unlock after trading with them for a while, so I'm not sure. I think I've seen a butcher before, but I don't know. They only seem to like trade meat and stuff, so who knows, but you know, keep an eye out for it if you want to skip this tedious process here. I did it 40 times once more. And now we're gonna dry these for 2 minutes each again, so in total 2 minutes, I guess. You know, while we wait, I never finished this little objective here, advancement. We have to make a tomahawk. So let's see what that involves. How expensive are these? So it's just, oh no, this is a flake flint and then a flake flint point. So this is like another flake flint bashed against rocks, gives you that. Do we have enough still? Probably have enough. Just so we have it like complete. I heard they are okay, the tomahawks, but they don't really seem amazing. Okay, we didn't get one there. Again, it's only like a chance to get the other item. Come on. There it is. Got 2 there. And that should be enough. And do we still have twine? I'm probably have to go out again and farm more of these things. We can do this in our inventory though, which is nice. Tomahawk. And yeah, I guess maybe we'll make a second one. Because I think the deal is that you can throw them and they kind of refill your inventory then with a tomahawk. Like, you know, so it's a weapon. It does 2.5, no, 3 attack damage, 2.5 attack speed, but you can hold it and like throw them and then pick them up again, you know. And if I have 2, you can see it like puts the second one right into my spot again. So I guess they're not terrible, you know, because you can throw them so fast, and it's probably good to like at least do a little bit of damage from distance, but you know, they take up quite a bit of inventory space. But at least I completed this. And we got real leather, look at this. Awesome. Alright, drying the next 20, but we can already do stuff with this. So couple of things. If you look at the advancements, ooh, new things unlocked here. It's gonna be exciting. One thing I would like is a tent. A tent will let us sleep, or TP, I guess. That's what it's called. So that's 5 leather and a couple of sticks. There it is. It looks pretty cool. Now, it would probably be the best to put it outside, but there are spiders around here, so I don't know if they will let us sleep. Can I put it here? I think it's 3x3. Oh, maybe the tree's in the way. Is it that big, really? Should I don't want to take down this tree, though. There we go. Oh. Oh. These guys, man. Because they poison you. It sucks. And there's so many of them. They just naturally spawn in this biome. Bit of a downside. Okay, that doesn't look right. It almost looks like it placed 2 tents. But yeah, you can right-click the middle and just sleep. And it seems like the enemy is not close enough, so we can actually sleep through it. And ta-da! A, we set our spawn point, and B, we can skip night now. Which is awesome. Ooh, a tree grew right in front of my base. Primal core, I think, makes it so that saplings kind of spread on their own. So the forest will get denser and denser over time, which is pretty cool, but if you want to keep these things away from you, it's not so great. So I guess it looks kind of cool like this, but it might eventually hide our entrance. Okay, the next thing I want to make is a backpack. Let's look at this. And I also want to see something. I think you can, so you can upgrade these, can't you? Okay, yeah, if you look at improved backpacks, you can make these upgrades and then you can upgrade to stone. And it seems to be relatively easy, it just costs a lot of leather. So this is a chest, a leather cordage, which is string and 3 leather strips, and you get 9 from cutting down 1 piece, okay. Then we need 7, so it's already 8 leather for 1 backpack. And then we need 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, so another 4. So that's quite a bit of leather, 12 leather, but you know, I think it's gonna be worth it to have a backpack, so I'm gonna go craft this thing. Okay, here's our normal backpack. Now, how big is this guy? Oh, nice. That is really good. Okay. And it's not one that you put on your back, so we could have multiple of these too, you know? I might make some more off camera, at least the second one perhaps. But yeah, we want to upgrade these as well. And looks like... Okay, so next upgrade is wooden. So you have to get the wooden first anyway? Maybe? Ooh, then maybe we do need more of these in general. I might need 2 wooden ones. I don't know if you can directly go for the stone one. Well, there's the wooden one. Now, how do you even combine these like this? Yeah, next upgrades is stone. Okay, you do have to do it one by one. So how much is the wooden one? Another slot, okay. So I need to make another wooden one and then the stone. So it's a little bit expensive. All right, here we go. That should be the last one. Awesome. Now, one problem with building here is going to be that we don't actually have access to a lot of things like yet. Like, we don't have stairs. We have slabs, but we don't have like a stone brick. None, except for these weird guys that we can't craft. So we can't actually make our ruined buildings at all. So we have to like progress first before we can do it. But that's okay. At least we can plan ahead a bit. All right, there's the tier 2, and that's the max we can do for now. So we have like a full 4 slots now, which is super cool, man. So we can store our trumpet right here, so we never lose it, you know. Always have it on us. And we still have 20 leather over, so that's awesome. All right, let's take a look at our water strainers. Did we get stuff? Oh, yes, we did. Awesome. It's not amazing, but you know, it's pretty good. And yeah, this is why we want to have these worms. We can get them pretty easily, you know, just put down dirt and keep mining it. And of course, we get a bunch of food, bowls in there, more bones, very nice. I guess I'll take the stick too. Vines are kind of nice to have, but oh, we can't put stuff back, I see. I guess I'll hold on to that fish or not. Oh, it did go back in there. I guess you can throw it on top. We got shark tooth, which is nice because we can make this like flame grilled whopper once we get that dark gem, I think is this, from the Abyssocraft place. And also a couple of blocks here, like dirt is nice, gravel is nice, you know. Just a little bit of extra materials is nice to have. Cool. And of course, again, they will break after a couple of uses, but we can replace them pretty easily. All right, another thing we can make is the sleeping mat. So this is a portable bed, and it has an option to set your spawn point or leave it off. So this is good for like if you travel, you can sleep through the night without having to set your spawn point. Or if you find a new spot that you want to stay at, you can just set your spawn point if you want to keep it. To do this, we need thatch, and we get that in 2 different ways, it looks like. We can either make this dry stuff, but that's... I'll tell you in a second how to get this one. The one we want to go with is this one, the wet thatch, and then we just put it in our kiln. To get this, you need fresh ones, and you get fresh ones from just like any of these like rush flowers you can find, these 2 tall ones. You just cut them down, you get a bunch of these things, and then that's how you make this, right? So we can just get, let's just make all of it, really. Why not? So there's 2 ways to do this. Either, yeah, just start at E, and I'll just skip A, B, C, and D. A, you put it in here to cook it down, which is probably the easiest way. Or you can also just place it in the world, And after a while, this will dry. If there's any water sources around here, it will keep it a bit more hydrated. So the environment kind of matters a little bit. If it rains, it will rehydrate. So you want to keep it in a dry, warm place, I suppose. But this is so much easier to just cook it in here. But once this one dries and you break it, you get this, where is it? This type here, the dry thatching. And then you can craft them back into a slab. But, you know, can also just do it through here. I don't know if you get more or less depending on which method you do, because we get 3 out of this, but I'm not sure if like breaking this, I guess we can check right now if you break this here. You get 2. Oh, so this is actually more efficient. Look at this. So placing it in the world and having it dry is more efficient than doing it in here. It's not maybe 100% that you get 2. I'm not quite sure, but in this case you get 2. And then we need to do it on a shopping block, actually. Okay, there we go. Now we have these little slabs, and then we just use 3 of those, 3 of our leather, and... Oops. There we go. Sleeping mat. So yeah, we can just like right-click and sleep at any time. Something we should, you know, keep in our backpack. And then, oh, it has durability. Interesting. And then if you right-click, it says here right-click to toggle. You actually have to do it in your inventory. Like right-click on top of it. You can set the spawn pointer, turn it off. So it's kind of nice to have. So I'll just leave this in here. Okay. I think what we should do now is go back to the Darklands. I think it's still nighttime, hopefully. I'm also making a clay leather helmet. I mean a clay helmet. Jeez, can't talk. Just a little bit of protection. Doesn't really do much, but it's something. I want to go to the Darklands and see if we can find more of these dark guys again. Those shadow guys. Kill them. Because they are supposed to drop these gems, I think. And we kind of need them. It's one of the advancements in our... well, advancement system too, so... Oh, there are horses here next to the dark forest. That's good, because we need these guys soon, and they're good for exploration, which is also something I want to do soon. But yeah, the river actually like connects right next to the dark forest, which is awesome. So we can just like swim here directly. Again, it is extremely dark. I'm just gonna put a torch here so I can kind of find my way back. And I guess, okay, game, not a good time to freeze up on me. I guess we'll just try to kill stuff. It is freezing up a lot, which is a bit scary. Okay, here's one of these shadow things. Maybe I should have brought the tomahawks. That's probably something I should put into my backpack. I think he's like closer than I think he is. That's why I died to him. Is that one? No. I think I got something else though. What is this? Oh, shadow gem shards. Okay. Oh, so do you need to repair these? Hi. In the press. Oh, okay. So we can't actually do this quite yet. Unless I drop these two. Because we need, for the press, you need horses to operate them. Well, we need 9 of them. Okay, so I'll go try and get them. Well, I spent the night there fighting them, but I only got 2 of these shards and then 8 of the fragments. The little babies give these fragments and the big ones give the shards. But we do need the big one, right? To make the full gem. Yeah, it has to be the big one. The shards, they can be crafted into the big one. So we only have like barely 3 of them. So I'm just looking around a little bit. There's a couple of cows and stuff that I'll probably bring back to my base eventually, but it looked like... Yes, there was a building up here I want to check out. What is this? So this is a cartographer. It looks different. It's more like square. He doesn't actually have an entrance. Entrance is probably behind here. Yes. Hello. Oh, you're the butcher. Okay. So I can get meat from you. Do you do the leather thing? Yeah, I don't see anything. That would be awesome. I wanna, I might get some fish and just trade. Oh, I do have an apple. I just want to see if I get something new if I trade. Oh, there's also shelf here. What is in there? Ooh, leather or something? You know what? Let's just break this and bring it with us. Okay. Do you have anything new for us now? Nope, same one. Okay. Alright, before we end the episode here, I want to do something real quick. I also just tried to make glass, but apparently glass doesn't exist in this age yet, which is a little bit of a shame. We're gonna make a little bit of a chicken farming thing here. So I have a wooden hopper pointing into the shelf that we just found in the world. And I'm gonna put a slab up here. And I should just be able to grab the chicken we have. put this into the corner still, through the gap here. And every time they lay an egg now, it will just show up in here. I tried to make sure that this hopper will accept that and put them into the shelf, and seem to work just fine. So yeah, pretty cool little, you know, chicken coop here, I guess. And we can get more chickens over time and just put them more in there. If you get eggs, you can't actually get more chickens. If you throw these, you get raw egg. You can eat it, but you know, it's not good for like getting more chickens. So you actually have to go out into the world and find them. But I think that will have to do it for this episode. Next time we'll probably go get that horse and get a bit of automation going. Chopping down wood and stuff and grinding down things by hand is all fine and good, but we can have animals do the job for us. I just need to find a good spot for these kind of things here somewhere in this world. So we'll deal with this later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.